By the mid-1800s, Syokimau was already prophesying the momentous changes that were coming to the region, long before other prophets in the region. This is the Heart Property Managers YouTube channel. If you're a Kenyan or if you live in Kenya, I'm sure you've heard about Syokimau Estate. So today we want to talk about the great Syokimau that came from grass to grace. And the reason why I say Syokimau came from grass to grace is because in the year 2000, in the year 99, Syokimau was not a place anyone would want to invest in. But today, we're going to be talking about Syokimau millionaires. The story of Syokimau goes way back, way back to the 19th century. Syokimau is the great Kamba prophetess. The estate Syokimau is named after or has been created from the residence of the great Kamba prophetess Syokimau. So if you want to know the place, if you want to know why Syokimau is the way it is, if you want to know the greatness of the estate Syokimau estate, the greatness of that estate emanates from the name. So Syokimau was one of the greatest prophetess of Kambaland and one of the people who actually participated in the fight for independence. You know how it goes. During the colonial period, many prophetess, or can I say elders in the land in Africa, were used to predict, to pray, to make sacrifices, to offer sacrifices to the gods, to help fight the colonialists. And so our very own Syokimau participated in the fight for freedom in Kenya. So welcome to Syokimau Estate. This estate is located at the boundary between of Machakos and Nairobi County, but it is boasting of many things that even Nairobi County is not boasting of. Of course, JKIA is just in the neighborhood. Ideally, Syokimau probably would own JKIA. The SGR, the famous SGR, is located just at the boundary of Nairobi and Syokimau. Okay, the expressway passes right in front of Syokimau. Now you see what I'm talking about. Why I'm saying Syokimau Estate is the estate of millionaires. So let me take you through why I say Syokimau Estate is the estate of millionaires. Apart from the history, apart from the fact that the estate was developed and has a name that exudes greatness. The estate is named after the prophetess Syokimau. So that alone tells you it has a lot of African heritage, it has a lot of our culture, it has a lot of the blessings of our ancestors, including the prophetess herself. So in honor of this great prophetess, I'm doing this video to highlight and bring to you the real picture of the estate Syokimau. So in the year 2000, I remember I visited Syokimau with my late brother to see a property that he had bought there. And at that time, there were even giraffes in that land in Syokimau. And that I'm talking specifically on Katani Road, or what is currently known in Syokimau as the many courts or estate that have been bought. I think right now it's called Parliament Phase 1 in Syokimau. So my brother had bought a property there, and so he invited me to go and visit. I am telling you, the roads were horrible. And on that particular day, it had rained. So I looked at him and thought like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Why would you spend 300K to buy land in a place like this? You'll never live here. There's no road. There's no development. And you people, if you stay in Syokimau, and if you've ever visited Syokimau, it is a vast plain land. As in, the sun shines in Syokimau more than it shines any other place in Kenya. The sun is a little bit lower in Syokimau. There are no trees. It's just a vast land. So if anybody is thinking of, I want to build my palatial home, if you told someone to go to Syokimau, they'd be like, why am I going into that dusty place? But that was in the year 2000. 24 years later, Syokimau is the estate of millionaires, boasting of middle and upper class residential estate, gated community estate, single family home, commercial building, factories, and the list goes on. Syokimau has become an estate of the affluent, an estate of the high class Nairobi residents. And majority of those properties don't come in small money. I know a quarter acre in Syokimau right now is going for 14 million. So some of the things that I want to highlight on Syokimau is the development, especially the gated community development that is coming up Syokimau. And I want to highlight by the first that I think most of you know about, which is the Great Wall apartments. The Great Wall apartments started way back, I think in 2013 or 2014, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, that is right now at the roundabout of Athi River and Mombasa Road. On your left-hand side from Nairobi, that is where you find the greatest gated community in Nairobi. And remember, in the year 2021, there was even an offer that at Great Wall Properties, they were selling a 3-bedroom apartment at 2.5 million. And so that's why I say Syokimau is the estate of millionaires, because the people who have been left out over the years, they've been always left out in terms of real estate development, or can I say investment, finally have found a place where they can find a nice property that is not in a ghetto, a nice property that is not Kilimani, but is worth Kilimani. A nice property that is not in Kileleshwa, but is probably better than Kileleshwa. You get what I mean? You can get a nice property in Syokimau at a lower price, but it looks way better than Kileleshwa. And why is this? Of course, in terms of infrastructure, Syokimau is still struggling with roads. You know, given that it's a vast, big estate, the roads are still not completely built out, especially the inroads within the estate. But in terms of accessibility, even for those people now working in Westlands, they take a record time, 10 to 20 minutes to get to the office. So you see how much infrastructure can change real estate price and development. So I know you didn't compare so much Kileleshwa and Syokimau, but the truth of the matter is the kind of development that is happening right now in Syokimau is worth your money. The environment, because of the way the estate was planned, thanks to the prophetess, I think, thanks to the prophetess prophesying or making sure that the estate that is going to bear her name is not going to be built haphazardly. There's not going to be sprawling slum, but a well-organized estate that will continue making a name be honored. Because Syokimau has a well-planned gated community. It has controlled development, let me say. Most of the estate, I think it was well-planned, well-organized estate. As much as the roads are not fully tarmacked or fully accessible, but the estate is really well organized and well planned. So if you're talking about the millionaires, the real estate millionaires of the current urban Machakos County, it is Syokimau. Syokimau has catered for all categories of Nairobi urban: the low income earners, the middle class, and the upper class. And why I say this, that they're the homeowners of Syokimau who bought land and they're living, you know, their life, their current life, or can I say their Muthaiga life in Syokimau. The fact that it is easily accessible to the airport has also created big business for Airbnb. The number of factories around there makes rental demand quite high. So if you own a property, or if you're thinking of buying a property in Syokimau, please go ahead and buy a property in Syokimau, because the fact that it is easily accessible with the SGR, the fact that you're close to the airport, the fact that you are close to the expressway, those three things make Syokimau the millionaire estate. The millionaire estate that everyone who is thinking of investing in real estate should kindly take an opportunity, because it provides for everyone. The 2 million, the 3 million, the 10 million, The 20 million clients can find something in Syokimau. The 500,000, the 300,000 can also still buy land in Syokimau and develop it. So this is the estate to watch for. If you look at the statistics that I'm sharing right now with you, like this kind of statistics that show how much property prices have increased compared to many other regions of Nairobi, or can I say Kenya, Syokimau property prices have kept on increasing. And trust me, the three things I've mentioned, the SGR, the expressway, and the airport, are key drivers to the rise of property prices in Syokimau, and that is never going to fall. A few of the estates that I've visited, quite a number of estates. I think the latest development that is coming in Syokimau, the groundbreaking just happened, is this developer who only builds less than 10 units in a compound. He develops beautiful bungalows in less than 10 units in a compound, very well done, very spacious, only selling at, do I mention the price? Yes, he's only selling them at 9 million. 3-bedroom bungalow, each on a 50 by 100 plot. A gated community, really well done. You can contact us if you're interested in purchasing this kind of property in Syokimau. I will not fail to mention the latest development that I have been doing. I've supervised this. It's a 6-bedroom, fully solar powered house. You don't need to pay any electricity bill on this particular house. You can see it, fully solar powered house, a huge water storage tank, CCTV cameras, electric fence, all that in one property in Syokimau, renting at only 150,000. See what I'm talking about? Syokimau is the estate where real estate is totally changing, totally, can I say, the shells are falling off on quality, standards, name it. So some of the properties that I have, the ones I've visited, like Sunpark. Sunpark is one of those gated communities that is yum yum. Yeah, there's another one called Lifestyle. There's another one called Luxo. Is it Luxo Apartments that has studios, 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom. I'm telling you, Syokimau has actually outdone itself. So long live the prophetess Syokimau. We respect you, because what has happened in Syokimau is true work of someone that is worth remembering, someone we honor, the legend of Africa, Syokimau. This is the Heart Property Managers YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe, like. Let us move this channel to at least 1,000 before the end of the year, so that I can continue bringing for you more videos about real estate. For now, bye-bye.